Well, it's hard to say for each team here, but on the Luxor side, I've got my eyes on Razor here. He's down as the captain for the team, and expect him to be able to lead the team well. And on the Sakura blue side, totally standing out, I expect Alice to stand out. It's been a prominent name I've seen her around a lot, and the Sakura blue team also playing in the Crimson Wing Women's Carball Championship series. So right now they are 1-0. So that'll be another tournament to keep an eye out for them on.
That's fantastic. Yeah,
cheer for them.
I've seen Alice play in the past as well, and I know what she's capable of. Very good. Crimson too. I have seen put out some very good performances. I think earlier in the season, I was actually casting one of their league play games, and both of them were linking up very well together. So that's for somewhat the underdogs in here today. But Luxor, I haven't actually seen them perform. I can't say personally, but obviously, if you go 9-0, then you must be pretty decent. So I'm sure they're going to put up a very good performance today too. But overall, I mean, we're going to be seeing some very fast-paced, high-quality gameplay, and it's always good to see. This league is, I think, if I'm right, 1,700 plus on the MMR. So a lot of these people, they'll probably have RLRS open, the open kind of positions coming up here. A lot of them probably be practicing for that. So we're going to see a little bit of action maybe before they continue on in their pursuit of going full pro. So funnily enough, Phoenix is back, but Alice is not here. So we've basically just subbed out one for the other. So we're going to continue to sort of discuss this. But I mean, I'm looking at the overall league here, Boyer, and it does seem to be a huge divide. I mean, a lot of either disqualifications, I think that is, or dissolved teams. So it ended up mainly just being sort of about 7 teams competing in there. But as you move yourself further up the table, it's very close between both of these guys. So who do you think maybe kind of lost out on their chance? Who was looking good early in the season and maybe just fell at the last hurdle?
Well, Stay Fresh and Brexit Bim Bam, we're very, very close. Stay Fresh, especially going. Let's see here if I can read this out. 5-3, and had to forfeit one match. So like they were very, very close to the Cura Blues in the standing as well. And one extra win could have just put them up to there, and they would have been taking Shizu's spot right now. Obviously, unfortunately for Shizu, that roster has split, so they are not playing for that reason, I'm assuming. So Sakura was what it would take that spot, but it was so close in the middle of the table that really anyone could have got it.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably quite a surprise, for Sakura to get the call up for playoffs. And maybe if that was known beforehand, it could have given, Stay Fresh and Brexit Bim Bam a bit of spot. Being a different story, but I do agree with you. I remember seeing Stay Fresh in the early seasons. They were looking very good, very promising, but they have secured their position for next season because of the dropouts. There will be no sort of playoff relegation zone battle for them to do. So all 7 teams will be featured next season as long as they're wanting to play, or I should say 6 teams, because obviously Shizu has unfortunately disbanded, like you said. So yeah, today just a little bit more about what's going on. It's best of 7. So if this is the first playoff series you are tuning into, we are going to be playing 7 matches, or up to 7 matches per series. So we'll have to see what comes out of that, basically. So Boy, in terms of best of 7s, what do you think strategy wise the teams need to change up in comparison to the best of 5 league plays they've been competing in?
They just need to make sure they don't give up any time in the series. If they go 3 games down, in much it's unlikely, there is still hope for them here, and they need to just keep that momentum going and try and find the stride and just not give up too early in this series.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think what I've said in the past, especially for when I've done the Division 3 playoffs, is the first sort of 1 or 2 games, I feel like people approach the games very differently in comparison to league play, because you do have that slight kind of safety net. You either see teams coming out to gate very quickly, very aggressive style of play, or they kind of take it as like a tune-up game to kind of get the feel of what their opposition are doing, tactics and kind of strategies, really, and then trying to work on a counter for that maybe in the games to come. We definitely saw a lot of that in Division 3. I think I might be right in saying that more or less every series was actually went to full 7 games, so a very close one here. And as we see in the sort of top 4 today, I mean, every league play they've had against each other has more or less been a 3-2 victory. Of course, Luxor never actually dropping any series at all, but it is definitely all to play for. And we'll just have to see if Luxor can, continue their league form, definitely. But yeah, so we've still got a little bit of technical issues here. We're still just waiting on 1 or 2 players to kind of more or less finish up what they're doing or return to their setups. So I think we'll basically just have a look through a bit more of the sort of league tables right now. You can see we're more or less struggling to try and find what to talk about because we're about 15 minutes behind. So in terms of oh, and we're now ready. That's good.
Not perfect timing.
So yeah, really good. Right, Alice is back. She has just told us, and we're all ready to go. So we will see right after this map animation, and we'll get into game 1 of the first series, Luxor Esports versus Sakura Blues. Blues versus Luxor Esports. An aggressive kickoff there from Luxor. Phoenix takes the ball. Drops it into the middle, 0-5. Very fortuitous, nice positioning from him, and it's 1-0 Luxor already.
Oh, a messy start from Sakura Blues here. Phoenix not knowing what to do with the ball, trying to find the pass, but they're just getting in the way of it, and the defense all over the place, leaving it wide open for Luxor, and an early goal goes to them.
Yeah, 8 seconds in, and like you said, a slow start for Sakura Blues. They probably had more time than he realised, actually, but it's come straight back to the other end, and 0-5 with an excellent save on the attack and defense in this first 15 seconds. Buster drops a touch into the centre, does follow it up, unfortunately misses there. Phoenix pushes it across, looking low on boost right now. Alice gets it away nice and controlled. Buster gets the interception, but Crimson follows up. Phoenix with a nice interception there, dropping back down. Crimson can finish it, unfortunately not. Good save from Buster there. And 0-5 straight onto the counter-attack. Phoenix there meeting him early this time, but it has dropped to Razor. Good goal line clear from Crimson there, very nice from her.
Yeah, very close to the goal line there.
Yep, follows up again very well. Alice did unfortunately miss that one. 0-5 has really been in that attacking position for most of this first minute here. And Buster's trying to drop it down to Razor. Good interception there. 0-5, dropping to the middle. Phoenix with the clear again. Definitely taking on a more defensive role. Very nice still from Alice there. Drops it to Crimson. Interplay from them two. We've seen that before. Phoenix with another cutout there. 0-5. Over to the middle, Alice. Early clear from them. Looking much more solid from Sakura Blues on defense now. Nice block again from Alice here. She can't. Plus, huge demo on there, resetting the play a little bit. Very end-to-end stuff so far, Boyo. What do you think Sakura need to do here to get this equaliser?
Well, after that one mistake, Sakura have been playing pretty solid. They've just not had any offensive pressure, really. They've had 3 shots, but none of them really that threatening to Luxor Esports, and that's really the issue at the moment. Sakura Blues need to start taking this pressure and keep it going. They're doing a good job at the moment, just blasting shots at this net, trying to find something, but a great shot from Phoenix will find them the goal, as I've seen this, and they tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, wonderful play from Phoenix here. We've only seen most of the sort of defending threat, I should say, but this attacking threat as well has just been top draw there, coming down for a delayed double tap. Very nice with the bounce read as well, and it is all tied up here, and you could see that goal coming from a mile off. Sakura had really started to establish themselves in this game 1 here. But Razor drops it off into the middle. Crimson tries to follow up. Alice drops it down into the middle. Looking low on boost, though. Crimson with a nice return. That's very unfortunate. 0-5 can get the clear. Again, low on boost. Seems to be an issue for both teams right now. Buster can drop it into the middle there. Off the bar and down. I think Alice just did enough to put him off. I think it's up into the middle. 0-5. Straight out with the clear again. Ball's held high. Nice hit from Buster there. Good save again from Alice. And a second coming out from her. No, unfortunate miss there, and it is 2-1. Buster capitalizing off another mistake.
Another mistake in the Sakura Blues defense just caused another goal to be scored. Alex with a miss on the backboard, and Phoenix not able to get the touch in time, and Luxor Esports makes it 2.
Yeah, it was good supporting play there from Luxor, all kind of rotating very nice synchronistically, and it was just too much for security, and you could tell the mistake was coming. And that's the pressure these guys can bring in this game there. They can just force the mistakes coming out. 0-5 there with another very close call. Oh, this does get a high clear. Relieve some pressure. Very nice read from 0-5, and Phoenix didn't know what to do.
Oh, a nice doink there from 0-5. The ball, Alice tries to get the clear, but Buster right onto 0-5's car. 0-5 able to find the doink, and Phoenix lost in the goal. Not able to get the clear. 3-1 now to Luxor Esports in game 1.
Yeah, I feel like Phoenix had a little bit more time than he realized he was following up in that. But it is 3-1, and Luxor are looking much more in control of this first game here. But Sakura, there have been glimmers of hope for them. Plenty of time I've left. Phoenix drops it out, Buster to the center. No one there to receive it though. Razor does catch up. Alice with a much better booming clear this time. 0-5 straight back up. Phoenix to Crimson. The goal is vacant right now. It's right. Phoenix drops it down. Does he have the flip? Don't think he did. But here comes Crimson. Flips it up into the middle. Alice takes control. No one over to the left-hand side though. And Buster just drops it up high into the air. Phoenix dropping down at Alice. Much better passing play from then. Crimson does get enough on that to continue it going into the Luxor half. Nice drop down there to 0-5. Back to Razor. Up to the top. Buster's waiting in the middle. He doesn't have boost though. Razor tries to finish it. And they eventually Sakura Blues get a clear. 1 minute left on the clock, Boyo.
No. For the Esports and come Phoenix, and the goal was scored 3-2 out of Luxor, and Sakura Blues certainly have a chance now.
Yeah, Sakura with a big change of pace there that's really put them into a position to bring this game one back. And you can see Phoenix with a very aggressive play there. I mean, every single Sakura Blues put right up into the final third. And it did pay off. To get one arms. Phoenix trying to do Crimson onto the wall. Has a little bit of time here. Takes it down for the slow play. 0-5 there very aggressively again. He has been that front man for Luxus. It's very dangerous, but no one there to feel like he more about that than we realized. But here comes Buster with the dog there. Alice, what can she do here? Last dog is trying to meet to that ball, raise the center. But unfortunately not high enough, and Luxor will take game.
Game 1 does go Luxor's way, and Sakura Blues, just too many mistakes really for them to get that win. Really, some of those goals should not have been, especially the midfield press. About 8 shots from all pretty dangerous. So the Sakura Blues had nothing. They got 2 nice goals, just not enough.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, out of them 9 shots, obviously minus the 2 goals, the other 7 weren't really, contending. They weren't testing Luxor at all, really. They were more just kind of trickling towards the net and kind of easy clears there. They did have a chance to secure that last kind of equalizer there, but unfortunately Crimson just couldn't get underneath that ball. But there is some hope for Sakura. Plenty of time on the clock, plenty of games left. So we're going to see what happens in game 2. We back in. Game 2 underway. Can Sakura Blues come back from this? Only a game down so far. Alice tries to go straight on the offensive as well. Good defensive positioning from Luxor. Crimson trying to do something there. Unfortunately, didn't really come off the ceiling the way they want, but there has been a mistake at the back, and it's off the post now as well. Very uncharacteristic for this, level of league play, you could say. But I feel like everyone was sort of predicting Crimson to get that hit, and then once it didn't, the rest of the events transpired. But Luxor are back on the offensive where they did shine in game 1. Here comes Buster. Across the field. Alice with another kind of questionable clear, you could say, and it has resulted in another goal there with the...
Oh, and a nice pass from Razor straight to 0-5, and the defense just sitting there waiting for it to come to them, but why would it come to them if it can go to 0-5? He is able to bang it into the net and once again start off Luxor early with the lead 1-0.
Yeah, there was a lot of preemptive communication there. You could see Razor flicking up more or less a pre-jump from 0-5 and very nice placement into the top corner. But you've got to question Sakura's defense again. And there it is. I mean, there's no one going for that ball and it's 2-0. Buster slotting in an empty net.
Another goal for Luxor. They're just dominating now. A great pass from 0-5 up to Buster. And Buster is able to finish it, to touch off the ball to himself. And 2-0 now to Luxor Esports.
Yeah, Phoenix again, just getting caught short, trying to pick up boost and also get back into position, but they're just leaving a lot of space in their defensive half. So hopefully this is something Sakura Blues can eradicate over the rest of this game too. But complete dominance from Luxor so far, like you said. Here comes 0-5 again. Their main front man, Razor, drops it up to the side. So much time and space again. Shame no one has any boost, but Alice does get the clear out. Now she has some time. Closed down very early actually by Razor there. And then the demo from Buster coming out, really hanging around in this attacking third. Phoenix does have some time to get the clear here. Plenty of boost as well. Decides to slow play it. Gets a 50 with 0-5. Also gets the second 2. That's 2 players baited out now. And Razor does get the clear as that last man. And here comes Crimson, Buster, with a nice interception. Phoenix tries to get as much as he can on that. Bit of an awkward one for him. And 0-5 trying to make the clear. Does pick up that 100, very vital there after dropping to 0. Gets a good interception. Tries to follow up though. Crimson gets just enough on it to kill some time. Buster back into the middle. And Crimson over for the clear. And Buster again just completely not letting Sakura get out of their own half. But 0-5's got a bit of space here. Not much boost to work with again though, and that seems to be the problem for Luxor, trying to extend their lead. But boy, what do you think Sakura need to do here? I mean, they seem to have settled a bit in this one, but they're still just on the score sheet.
Yeah, Sakura just struggling to really do anything, and they're really not going for any kind of here which would really throw off the Luxor. Luxor is able to read exactly what Sakura Blues are trying, and but it's working out perfectly for Luxor. Sakura was also making a few defensive mistakes, giving goals for Luxor. Nice goals, I will say. They were not the most defended, and here they have their great moments. I'm trying to prove me wrong here. Phoenix with the pass to Crimson, able to find the back of the net, making only 1 goal in it. 2-1 now.
Yeah, a good link up play. It's probably the first crossing play going. Alice knocking it up there to Crimson. Crimson across to Alice, and then Phoenix, and then went straight in there. Very good goal from them. But here comes Buster, trying to maybe get back this 2-goal cushion that they had. A little bit of a double commit there coming in from Sakura, all piling into that corner, but Alice does have some time and space. Unfortunately, not much boost though, so it forced her to try and clear early. Crimson here, getting the clear. Phoenix pushing it out to the sideline. Crimson back into the center. That's a nice pass there. Cut out though immediately. Moving into the middle. Razor coming across. Bit too much heat on that for 0-5. Crimson ends up taking back possession. But it drops straight back down to Razor, and again they're just completely pinned in. But there is still 1 goal in it. This is all to play for. Minute 25 on the clock. Nice pass up to Crimson there. Very unfortunate. Alice taking her time. Crimson back into the middle. Just couldn't do that final link-up play. Here comes 0-5. Does have Razor on his right. Tries to find him. Alice with a great read on that. She's got one more to do. Drops it down. Unfortunate there, coming slightly off the wall, very awkwardly, but no one to follow it up. Maybe she was hoping for one of their teammates to come flying in to secure that empty net goal. But Phoenix here. Sakura having trouble with their defensive corners in this game. Double commit there as well. This could be costly. But Phoenix ends up getting the clear. So it does look like Luxor maybe going a little bit more passive, trying to just hold on to this 1-goal lead.
Yeah, they seem to be slowing down quite a bit, which I don't know if that's particularly the best move for them here. They're giving Sakura with a lot more chances because of this, but they're just really slowing their game down to what they want to be playing at. So if they want to be playing at this pace, then so be it. But I just feel like it's a bit more risky for them at this situation. Sakura Blues having a lot more opportunities, and we've already seen them score since Luxor slowed it down. So really, Luxor needs to keep playing how they were before they had this lead, before they were 2 up with 10 seconds left, because this is getting dangerous for them now.
Yeah, it is, and with 10 seconds to go, they do see a rate from Buster there. I mean that was Alice at the back, didn't know anything about it, and they've more or less secured this game to him in very good style.
Yeah, what a goal that was there, securing that game for Luxor, and Luxor will be going 2-0 up in the series if they get this win here, which they should be doing. 3-1 and going to Luxor in game number 2.
And it drops down there. That's it. 2-0 to Luxor Esports right now. Very dominant performance into game 1. Game 2, they're looking a little bit shaky towards the end, but a wonderful pre-flip from Buster there, securing that game 2 victory. And again, Sakura, I mean, you look at the shots here, it's 4 shots, 3 goals for Luxor. And on the other hand here, we've got 8 shots from Sakura Blues and only 1 finish. So the shooting accuracy maybe is an issue. Defensively on Sakura Blues' part, there's definitely some concern. Easy goals, you could potentially say unforced errors as well. I don't think Luxor really had any that was unsavable, more or less. I think every one of them could have been done better with maybe positioning and maybe a little bit better communication too. So going into game 3, what do you think Sakura have to do to finally get the ball rolling in the series?
Sakura they need to be more consistent. I said it already. They have these great moments and they're really doing well, but then at the start of the game, twice we've seen it now, they've just let pretty bad goal or pretty boring shots go in. There's not been much challenge in this defense here, and because of that, they're causing to lose the game.
Yeah, and that's all there is to it, really. I feel like they have the potential. Definitely, you saw some good link-up play in the 1 goal that they scored, but I think it's just that consistency, but also just staying on top. You can see that Sakura are understanding how Luxor are playing, and they are countering it in some ways, but they just can't seem to generate any form of lead, especially in the first minute. So let's see if they can change all this. Game 3 kicking off now. Let's see if Sakura can maybe sort of lead the charge in this game 3 here and not just play reactively like they have been. But already Buster dropping it straight into their defensive half. Rezo missing there, unfortunately. Does take the 100 off Alice. Phoenix and Crimson here, though. Large force to be reckoned with, and Phoenix to a huge flick.
The early goal from Sakura Blues, the start of the game finally going in their favour. Crimson going for a dem, and it worked out so well. Buster was forced to make a move when he really didn't want to, and because of that, Sakura was able to get the wide open net shot and 1-0 up in the first 15 seconds.
Yeah, it was fantastic from Sakura. They're looking so menacing with both of them flying down. Crimson leading their charge and, just playing fully enforcer mode. And although I don't think she got the demo, she did enough to put Buster off. But it was a fantastic flick from Phoenix. 106 kilometers an hour. There he is again. Alistair was slightly caught out, but the demo from Crimson really seems to be turning it on so far in this game 3. Phoenix with a bit of space again, another 1v1 potential. Tries to fake, does go to Alice, but then cleared off the line from Razor. Probably just taking too much time there. But then there it is from Alice, and oh my goodness, what a redirect.
What a shot from Alex. Sakura Blues really turning it around this game. The nice pass out mid from Crimson's right to Alex, and Razor trying his best to get the save, but just could not find it. So close, but it now goes to 2-0 to Sakura Blues.
And this is exactly what Sakura needed. I mean, like I said, if they can establish themselves early in the game, I'm sure they can hold on to it. They do have the ability. 2 fantastic goals coming out so far. Wonderful redirect there from Alice. And, it was unfortunate for Razor, just a little bit late on it. Probably ended up putting it in, actually. Didn't look like it was exactly going on its own, but 2-0 up, and this is so much better from Sakura. And here they come again. Crimson unfortunately missing that, but definitely an air of confidence about their gameplay in this game 3. But Buster trying to win it back. Phoenix with a wonderful clear. They're so much better defensively again from Sakura. This is great to see. And there again, Crimson just keeping the pressure on. There's a miss from Buster. The 0-5 does quell the pressure from that demo. Phoenix and Alistair both committing. Crimson is at the back. This is a 3v1 opportunity now. Flick from 0-5. Tries to tuck it in, and it's easy stuff from Luxor there. Maybe Sakura overextended just a little.
Yeah, definitely overextended here, and Crimson getting chased away from Razor just leaves the ball completely, and well, the net was left wide open because of that. Not sure why Crimson decided to go in that direction. I guess just spurring the moment, trying to get away from Razor, but net left wide open for 0-5 and was able to find the goal with 2-1 now to secure the Blues in game number 3.
Yeah, there's plenty of time left on the clock for Luxor to come back into this, and that was probably the first maybe mistake we actually saw from Sakura. They've been very consistent up until then, but Crimson there maybe just getting a little bit tunnel vision, not realizing where she was on the field. But I think in that situation, you've either got to try and jump the demo or maybe just try and fake out the opponent and stay on the ground. But I think going towards your corner, leaving the net vacant, probably not the best idea in the world. Nevertheless, they still have the lead here. Phoenix got a little bit of space, puts it top bin. Razor with the clear though. Good placement there, maybe not enough power, unfortunately. But here comes Alice to continue the pressure. Razor with clear, kind of half-hearted though. Luxor do seem to be struggling to get out of their defensive half a little bit more this game. Crimson smashes it up into the air. Alice trying to meet on the wall. Razor ends up hitting it straight into Alice, so good positioning from her. Buster coming through, dropping down, cut out again from Phoenix. Probably a little double pinch there, I think it was. And then here comes Alice again, over to the top. Someone waiting in the middle, unfortunately not. Razor with the early clear. And here comes Buster again. Dropping it down into the middle, dangerous ball. Good play. Nice defensive clear. And coming into this last minute 45 here, still have the lead. Oh, very close there from Buster trying to put it in. Good save from Phoenix. Was a double commit though. They are looking a bit shaky in defense now, but now they're on the attack. Razor dropping it down. Alice with a good win there. Crimson is in the air. Huge clear there. Coming through, Buster trying to go for the block. Does get it, but unfortunately Phoenix already met the ball. Crimson goes out the clear. Minute 30 left on the clock, Boyo. And what do you think Luxor need to do now to try and get back into this?
Luxor, they're doing exactly what they need to do at the moment. They're just on this offense, taking the shots that they can get. But at the moment, Sakura Blues are becoming a lot more consistent in the defense. They're holding on strong and making it a lot more difficult for Luxor to find this goal. If Luxor can just let one by, though, it's equal, and well, it's going to be a lot harder for Sakura Blues to try and get this lead back.
Yeah, I feel like their attacking momentum especially has shifted, but here's a shot from Phoenix. Good save from 0-5, and they are starting to come back. Great hit from Crimson. Huge power on that. And 3-1, 50 seconds left. Could that be it?
That could be it indeed. 2-goal lead for Sakura Blues. Only 50 seconds left, and Luxor looking a bit lost in the picture at the moment. They're just really struggling to get this ball up the field and put that pressure on.
Yeah, very apt word there. They are looking lost in that defensive half. I mean, you get the glimmers of attack that they've been so good at so far on this series, but you go into defense and, I mean, there's not really a clear passing plays. There's definitely some issues there. I'm not sure what's happened, but, credit to Sakura for really stepping up in the attacking third. And with 35 seconds left on the clock, all they need to do really is play safe and wait this out. But here comes Crimson. Tries to get the flick, tries to flick out first. Gets it into the middle. Alice kind of hits it straight back into Crimson. Phoenix has got some boost here. Not sure what he was going for there, but ball has come back into their half. Nice fake out from Crimson there. Stone cold on the nerves, especially with 10 seconds left. Yeah, fantastic play. So here comes Buster. Razor just missing out on the ball. Buster just put it back in the center, but no one's there. Phoenix trying to go with the double taps, gets bumped, but then... And that is going to be Sakura Blues taking game 3, and deservedly so.
Yeah, very good game there from Sakura Blues. They really turned things around from that first game. They had so much more offensive pressure and so much more dangerous shots as well. The shots are actually, threatening for Luxor, and it really showed that Luxor struggled in the defense so much more this time. And It's a good way to keep this up. They could definitely take it here, but Luxor, they need to find their footing in the defense. Sakura Blues know how to shoot now, and Luxor need to deal with it.
Yeah, and that is fully reflective in the post-match lobby. You can see here 7 shots from Sakura, obviously 3 of them going in, but the other 4 were actually saves by Luxor. So every shot they had in that game was on target, and that's what the difference between the first 2 games and this game 3 right here. Luxor, on the other hand, same amount of shots there, ended up securing 1 goal, more or less an open net after the chasing from Razor, but definitely a very big difference in their sort of style of play. I guess it just looked like a completely different Luxor Esports. So going into game 4 here, I mean, I guess it's all on Sakura really, just to continue this momentum.
Oh yeah, for sure. And going into game 4, we're going to see if they can keep this up. They looking so much better, as I said. So it's all going to be a matter of consistency, which is the thing that seems to have been plaguing them the other game. But can they get this consistency now and keep up this great work?
Let's find out. Game 4 underway. Just dropping in here, taking a little bit longer than I thought actually. Maybe got ahead of myself. Here we go. Countdown. Crimson. Buster coming in. Good win from Crimson there. Razor grabbing boost. Drops it down to 0-5 bit. Crimson with a very questionable hit. 0-5 doesn't really put it into an attacking area though. And here comes Alice. She's got some boost left. Unfortunately, couldn't wrap the car around there to get it towards net. Buster here with a clear. Recovers onto the wall. Very nice there. 0-5. Dropping it out to the side. Definitely much more, tactical look from Luxor's play already. And even in the first 30 seconds, they're taking more of their time on defense. Alice here, on the other hand, maybe just jumping the gun a little. Boost seems to be that issue again. Phoenix always tends to have plenty though, but the bump out and Alice can't get back. 0-5.
What
first goal.
A bump that was as well from Buster. Just Phoenix had no hope of getting the touch there, and Buster's about 0-5, just getting the shot into the bottom of the net, and the last defender, Alice, not able to find the touch. Luxor Esports go 1-0 up in the first minute.
Yeah, Phoenix getting launched into the stratosphere there. You saw Buster with a huge bump on there. And Buster, here he is again, dropping it down. Does get the double tap. Just drops it straight into the security's path. Another bump on him from Phoenix. Really not liking Phoenix today. But here comes Alice. What a good save from Razor there. That's a lot of pace on it. Managed to get back in time. So end-to-end stuff again in this game 4. But Luxor are the ones edging out right now on the scoreline. And here comes Razor. Drop it down, 0-5. Crimson's on the wall. Ends up getting the clear. Some time and space to work with it. 0 boost now, but does get it round 1. Hoping for a 50 here. Not too bad at all. Then 0-5. Comfortable clear from him. Follows up nicely too. Running out of boost there, unfortunately. Razor gets the bump on Alice again. A much more physical game here. And Phoenix, unfortunately, missing the ball there. But there was a good save. I don't think anyone saw that coming. And Phoenix here's an empty net. Can he make it? Off the post. Dropping down into Crimson. Just about recovers there. 1-1. Sakura Blues.
So close there. Phoenix not able to make the ball in time and get around it in time off the post. But Crimson is waiting there for the pass. Luckily for Phoenix, and Sakura Blues tie it up 1-1.
And I think Phoenix did all he could there. It seemed to be that he was supersonic because you could see the trail, but no boost coming out of his car. So he must have just been trying to stay as straight as possible until he had to sort of curl in with the boost, the small amount of boost that he had. But Crimson there, good communication from the team, knowing to follow that up. And they're right back in this game, but definitely been maybe a little bit sloppy from both sides. We've seen again here a lot of just misplaced sort of movements towards the ball. But here comes Alice with a bit more control. Ends up dropping down, kind of exchanging possession with 0-5. They're both riding it on their car. Phoenix, nice first touch, perfect. Flicking it into the center. Gets the third flick and finishes it off himself, and that's a great play.
Oh, a great play it was there. Nice touch to start off, and then a great flick to follow. Just getting it past every single player in the field and banging it into the corner of the net there. And 2-1 now to Sakura, and the consistency definitely coming into play. They're keeping up this great offensive pressure, and Luxor are still struggling to deal with it.
Yeah, it's a really good play from Phoenix. He's definitely stepped up, and there he was again with a flip reset, but getting the demo on. I think that just came off the post. 0-5's got plenty of space though. Razor in support. Crimson with an early cutout. Buster is there to meet it. Dropping back down, another demo comes out from 0-5 on Phoenix, and definitely targeting probably, you could say, the player of the match so far, playing very well on Sakura Blues. Here comes Crimson, coming out for the clear. 0-5 with a good block. It has floated into the center. Razor's there to meet it though. And then Alice, unfortunately, couldn't get enough on it and just redirected it straight into the top right.
An unfortunate touch from Alice. Razor tries to find a teammate, and Alice tries to get the clear up to the backboard, but cannot find the height in the ball, and instead just hits it into her own net, and that gives Luxor the game tied 2-2 now. And Sakura Blues need to work hard again, try and get this lead back.
Yeah, almost getting it there. Razor just getting it onto his wheels. But, you know, in that position, I think you got to feel for Alice a bit. She kind of saw the bump coming and had to get something in the way. It might not have been going in, but you just got to jump for it and hope you push it onto the bar. So just a bit unfortunate there. But Luxor straight back into this game. Here's another attacking threat. Great save from Alice here. They can counter now. Crimson coming up. Tries to get the second. Fakes them out. Drops it down low. 0-5 with a good save. With the redirect Buster meeting it very early. Crucial touch, and another one from 0-5 too. Luxor definitely getting themselves back into the series here. Phoenix chopping up. Crimson with a quick wing. The pace of this game has just exploded right now. Very quick from both sides here. Alice dropping down to Buster. Phoenix wave dashing towards the ball. Gets a nice flick. Here comes Crimson. Back down in towards Phoenix. Alice is on the right. Jumps it through. Buster with a huge clear. I don't know who's back here. No one apparently. And Razor almost onto the ball. And then there's a huge clear coming out from Crimson. 1 minute to go. And which way do you think this is going to tilt, boy?
It's so hard to say at this point. Luxor have been on and off this whole game in the last game as well. And Sakura Blues the same, on and off as well. And they almost had a chance right there. But Buster with the save. But it's so hard to say who I have winning this at the moment. It seems they're so close. We could be seeing an overtime here, and in that case, it's going to be hard to say as well. But Sakura Blues not wanting to make that happen. They've so much offense at the moment. Phoenix with the shot and the goal. 3-2 now to Sakura Blues.
Yeah, it was fantastic play from Sakura that entire time where you were this boy. I mean, I think Sakura might have had about at least 4 or 5 shots in that period. They're now up to 11 in total, but just constant pressure from Sakura Blues, and it has paid off in the end. I feel like the boost on Luxor was just completely gone, essentially. But with 25 seconds on the clock, Sakura just edging out onto the lead. Nice fake from Phoenix. Can't, unfortunately, pick up that ball again. And then 0-5 with a redirect. Is it off the bar? I think it is. And then Razor's there to meet it. And unfortunately, Crimson couldn't get the vital touch to direct it away from goal. All tied up, 15 seconds left.
Yep, all tied up, and in the dying seconds of the game, 2 more goals have been scored, just making it even closer here. 15 seconds left. Will we be going to overtime now? It's 3-3 at the moment.
Yeah, it was a huge hit from 0-5. They're getting that second touch off the wall, just completely set up the play, and then unfortunately Crimson couldn't beat that. Big clear from Phoenix coming out. 5 seconds left. What can they do? Luxor kind of falling over themselves a little bit. Probably one more chance on the books here. Drops it down, but a good clear from Razor, and that will put it into overtime. So either way, this could go, like you said, and it's looking really strong from Sakura, though, but Luxor have definitely met their expectations again now, and they're starting to look a lot better. And here they come again, 0-5, getting a good block there. Demo on top of it as well, but no one there to meet. Fortunately, here comes Buster. Alice with an early interception. Buster again just causing so much trouble in the defense. To Sakura double commit here onto the line. What a fake from 0-5, but Phoenix just caught wind of it at the last second. He's trying to follow up now. 0 boost, unfortunately, though. Buster ends up stealing it off him. And Crimson, nice interception, tries to get the second read. She misses, unfortunately, but 0-5 there with the clear. And Phoenix straight back in, and he has been looking good this game. So for there he is again, just constant bombardment onto the Luxor backboard. Good clear from Buster. Crimson, unfortunately getting the miss on there. Phoenix dropping it into the middle. Here comes Alice. Not enough power on that, unfortunately. 0-5 is there with the save again. And first minute into this extra time, and we can see Sakura kind of taking a bit more control, but they look very sketchy in the defensive half. And Razor, nice pinch off the wall there. Alice goes to meet it. And it comes down from 0-5. Phoenix with a vital save. And it pops off. It's gone nice and high here. Crimson called off Alice. Was that the decision to make? It was wide, unfortunately, but very close there from them, from the Luxor side. What a link-up play that was too, off the bar from 0-5. And now it looks like it's all Luxor, boy.
Yeah, Luxor right now switched this game around in the second minute of the overtime. They've really put the pressure on, and Sakura Blues holding on strong at the moment, but one small slip could cost them this game, and they really cannot be letting that happen. That would put Luxor Esports at match point in the series, so Sakura Blues really want to win this now.
Yeah, and this is just showing, now both teams are kind of warmed up. They've got a bit of a footing into this series, how close the champs dip have been. But as I say that, Phoenix just couldn't get it out from his car and ends up knocking it back across his own net. And that is Luxor taking game 4.
Yeah, Phoenix tried to get the clear, but way too weak and straight to Razor it went. And Luxor Esports takes game number 5. Nope, 4.
4. Yeah.
And going into game 5, they will be 3-1 up.
So they are on series point, and towards the end there, I would have to say Luxor probably deserved that game. Sakura looking really good out of the gate, but just again, there's some defensive errors there. I mean, Phoenix pushing it across his own net. It's one of those, kind of the oldest rule in the book, really, for Rocket League defenses. You try not to put it across your goal, and if you're going to, chuck it over the top of the bar. But unfortunately, there just got caught a little bit short, and it was really good heads-up play from Razor to put himself into that position. But again, such a close game, about 2.5 minutes of overtime. I mean, Sakura, they're still in this. I don't think they should be taking this too negatively. I feel like a lot of Luxor's goals, again, maybe apart from 1 or 2, were very kind of unforced. But you can't argue with the shots in this game here. I mean, 14 for Luxor here too. I mean, Sakura actually ended up getting 12, so it was just a complete shot fest, really. But equating to quite a few goals. So who do you take for this game 5 then, boy?
Oh, Luxor, as you said, they've really started turning things around again, and they're looking so strong. And I think I have to give it to them here. I think they will be taking this 4-2-1.
I think I've got to agree with you as well. They just looked so much better in that game, and it's really more riding on not necessarily what Luxor do, but whether Sakura can play to the best of their ability. And that's what we saw from them in game 3. We saw the best of Sakura, and they just need to be doing that sort of game in, game out, really. And we're coming into game 5 here, and let's see if Sakura can, get back that very decent form that they hit. But I think Luxor, they're just the sort of epitome of consistency so far, apart from that odd lapse in game 3. So Crimson straight onto the aggressive. Razor with the clear. 0-5 is still in the air. Manages to get a touch on there. Very unorthodox. Don't think anyone on Sakura expected him to get the touch there. Alice tries to clear. Manages to get 0-5 again. Really nice positioning from him throughout this series so far. Kind of getting a good read on the game. Drops down into Buster. Potential one-on-one position as 0-5 did go for the demo, but Crimson with a very early challenge. And here comes, it drops down to Alice. Fortunately, not too much power on that one. Phoenix is coming in for the follow-up. Ends up faking it out. Buster with some quick reaction time there to get it clear. Alice drops it down. Buster with a nice setup for Razor. Going top right. Can they make it? Good save from Phoenix and Alex there, both contributing to the defensive side. Buster continuing the pressure. Does have some boost. Alice with the early clear. Razor's popping it straight back in. Now Phoenix takes it down and gets it out for Sakura Blues. First minute in, boy, I mean, definitely seems to be mostly Luxor again. We're seeing kind of very similar patterns from maybe the first 2 games.
Yeah, Luxor always seem to start off the games pretty strong, and when they do that, they are usually able to take them. Sakura Blues have definitely been improving each game and are getting very solid here. It's just a matter of, can they improve enough to be able to take down Luxor?
Yeah, and it's, like I said, they have the potential, definitely. Whether it doesn't go well for them this series, I think next series it'll be interesting to see how they perform, because they're looking good, considering they came 5th in the league. I mean, this isn't a side that looks like they came sort of mid to bottom table, really. They're looking sort of very solid. It's just whether they can carry this on throughout the series. And here comes Crimson with the shot there. Good save from Razor. They're testing Luxor quite a lot here. And some nice shooting defensive plays coming out from both sides. Here comes Razor, though. Phoenix is there to meet it. And, sort of the pace of the game is definitely settled here. A lot of methodical play coming out from both sides. Phoenix with a huge flick. Nice save from Buster. Drops it down. Razor with the interception. Crimson scrambling a bit. Alice tries to put it to the side, and a little bit of a miscom coming out from Sakura, and Buster takes advantage.
Yeah, the messy play in there for Sakura Blue's side, and they were really not sure what they were trying to do with that ball, and Buster able to bang it into the net, and an easy goal was scored for him.
Yeah, I think it was a situation where all three of Sakura's sort of the team could have cleared that ball themselves, but they probably just all fought each other. We're going to get it, but then Crimson comes right back and makes it 1-1.
Crimson with a nice shot here, but disappointing defense from Razor. Razor should have had that save there, but just did not find the touch. And 1-1 now in game number 5.
Yeah, I mean, you got to say as well, Razor, he definitely could have done a bit better. Maybe boost was the issue, but positioning-wise, very out of position there. And Sakura right back in this, so, more or less trading one mistake for another, and it is all tied up. Phoenix drops it onto the center, got some boost to work with. Nice block there. Razor meets early. And here comes on to Buster there. Drops down to Razor. Good read again from Alice. She's been very preemptive on her decision-making, and it's paying off so far. Crimson with a huge flick off the bar. Nice clear from Razor. A lot of flick plays coming out from Sakura, and a lot of them are paying off for them. Another clear across net, and we saw that in game 4, and it cost him the game, and here it could have done the same thing.
Yep, and another missed touch in the defense is just so common, it seems to be for Sakura Blues, and it's really going to cost them the series here, and it's not good for them. 2-1 up now to Luxor Esports, and it is match point to them. If they can just hold on, they will take the series.
Yeah, and you got to think about in that position there. Crimson's in the box. She's either got to call Phoenix off, or Phoenix has got to understand that the only place that ball's going to go is across his net. But now he's just put the ball in the other net.
Yeah, Phoenix just wanting to hold on as best as he can, and he will score another one. 2-2 now, and 1.5 minutes left. It could still go Sakura Blue's way. Luxor just need to try and hold on if they want to win this.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Phoenix is definitely playing the hero and the villain of Sakura right now. A lot of mistakes coming down to him, in fairness, but he is making up for them. Then 2-2, 1 minute 30 on the clock. Who is going to take this, basically? I mean, another shot there. Crimson ends up getting the clear. The counter-attack is on. Alice has stayed up. Gets the redirect off the backboard. Crimson bails out. Phoenix is there again. Gets the ball across. Unfortunately, 05 ends up getting the save. Buster did have it too, so maybe just not enough pace, not enough accuracy there for Phoenix to secure that goal. And here comes Buster again. Doesn't get the second on there. Razor's there to meet it though. And the Luxor pressure is mounting. A very good 50 there from Phoenix. Crimson's following it up. Drops it down. Is it over Alice here? And they're 2-on-1. He's got Buster into the center, and that's just, textbook Rocket League. Perfect pass. Buster finishing it off 3-2 to Luxor.
A textbook pass and play there. 05 just hits it straight out to Buster, and Buster bangs it into the net. Only 40 seconds left, and 3-2 to Luxor Esports. Sakura Blues are going to struggle now, but they still have the time, and they definitely have the ability to bring this back.
Yes, the situation is going to test Sakura's character in particular. They definitely have the ability to get another equalizer, but will they be able to finish it off? But here it comes, Phoenix off the bar down. It's bounced in front of the net, and you got to think that was probably their chance to equalize. And unfortunately, just banging it way too high. There was a defender that they needed to get over the top of, but just too much zip on it. And 05 smacking it over to Buster now. Buster getting the ceiling pinch, dropping down, can't follow it up. That would have been a wonderful goal if he did. But here comes Alice, maybe one more chance. Doesn't delay the flick a little bit too long. Phoenix trying to stop this going in, and I mean, that is all over. And it's unfortunate to end the series like that, but it looks like Luxor have taken this game 5.
And definitely an unfortunate end to the series here, but Luxor will be taking game 5 and will be taking the series to move on to the final just as the game dies out. A great game from both teams, but Luxor comes out on top, and I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, it deservedly so from Luxor as well. In the end, they did have that That was another very good game from them. Sakura definitely came back and met their match for most of it, but unfortunately, their one big chance for Sakura, the equalizer, went and it was squandered a little, you could say. And then Alice did have that one more chance, but just couldn't flick it off in time. But very good play from Luxor. They will go through to the final, which will be played after the next series. Oh no, actually, it'll be the last series of the day, so that won't be until 8 p.m. CET. But before then, we do have our next series coming up, which is Wind and Rain versus Gedalians. That's second v fourth place, it will be. So that will be coming up in a moment's time. But for today, Luxor take it. Sakura will be playing in the third and fourth place playoff later on today. Commiserations to them. They did play well. It just wasn't enough. And very good play from Luxor. And we will be seeing them in the final. But coming up, we're going to see who joins Luxor and faces them off to go for the Champions Division title. So we'll be right back after some intermission, and we'll be back talking about the second series of Wind and Rain versus Gedalians.